The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City.
Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
The Lions are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off play action. Here's Goff. They'll roll him out right.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down throw. Goff.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This is James Robinson.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Willis.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
44 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was a...
They will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got this to Williams, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25. Justin Jefferson, touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 70 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
So they connected on a short pass on 3rd and 1 to pick up the first, opting not to run it. Well, there was a lot of run after the catch all the way into the end zone.
On these short yardage plays, you often get man coverage in the secondary. Not every time, but oftentimes you do. So if you decide to go ahead and throw the ball, once they get away, especially on one like this, short pass, but now he just takes off and goes. How much rack did he end up with at the end of that one? Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Pushing his way through. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down now, it's Jordan, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Willis now off play action.
Steps away.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
To throw, here's Willis. That's out wide here for Robinson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On 1st down, Willis. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go play action with Willis.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. It's up to Brown's decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Willis to throw.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to a sack back at the 16-yard line.
Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking into the turf.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to Moore.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Out of the gun, Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here's Goff. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
They'll throw now on the final play.
That throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Willis.
Flush to his right.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to give that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. It's been a this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Willis. That ball caught. It's Rice.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw, Willis.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Now Willis. This ball complete to Rager.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Now Willis to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure is starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, they go Montgomery. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
To throw, here's Willis.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Here's Willis.
That's complete to Slayton. That one a first down pickup of 8.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Willis. That one caught by Rice.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7. Willis headed left off the option.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, he's had success running the football on this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Goff's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Goff. This is caught. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now run it. Here's Montgomery. And this time he is in. David Montgomery taking it in from a yard out.
And the Lions put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Goff looking to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead goes by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass and pass it there, and it works.
So pretty straightforward, didn't it? Open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's 2nd down. Willis to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Willis. He's got Rager.
Boy, how do you let a guy get that wide open in a 2-minute drill?
There's absolutely no way that that's coached or taught. That's an absolute complete breakdown on that play.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Willis, gotta have this one. He's gonna get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Throwing, Willis.
Flushed out right.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Willis.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Point after here coming up. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now it's gone.
And that's caught by Williams. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Goff now to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, that's football for me.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
coaching there that is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
Back to throw.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here comes second down at 5.
Goff. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Montgomery. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So no shortage of offense in this game. A very clean game, too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.